Hello lovely Pisces, I wore this neon jumper especially for you. I think Pisces has an affinity with neon. Well, I am a double Pisces and I love neon, okay? I've got a neon case on my computer. And have you ever watched, you know, those David Attenborough, the Deep Blue Sea or whatever it's called? And you get to the episode where they show you those fish that live in the real deep bit. And they've got all kinds of disco lights going on all through their body. Whenever I watch that, I'm like, I don't know. It's like that's my kin and I get excited by the neon. So I'm asking you, fellow Pisceans, what are your thoughts about neon? I know some of us, it's throwback to the 80s, neon ankle socks, leg warmers, the whole bit. But I want to know, I'm interested because it genuinely excites me as a Piscean. Anyhow, I am using, for the general part of this reading, I am using the Enchanted Veil Tarot, which is a very Piscean deck, very Piscean colours. We're going to look at life purpose, we're going to look at career, we're going to look at any channel messages. Then I'm going to do a love reading down here using the Scarlet Rose Tarot, because it is very okay, and that will come underneath the top row in a minute. There will also be an extended love reading, as there is every month, so if that really resonates with you, that is the first link in the description box. Okay, are we ready? You kick off 2 overall energy cards with the King of Pentacles. Now that is not a very Piscean card by all standards. King of Pentacles is Earth. He's very kind of fixed where he is. He's reliable, he's consistent, and I'm not saying that as Pisceans we are not reliable, we're not consistent, but we are a bit all over the place. We are ephemeral. We are all true, but our truth as a Pisces is a kaleidoscope, isn't it? We know all of the different shades of all of the different colours when it comes to truth, and we know that there are shades of everything in everything. King of Pentacles can represent bank managers, it can represent getting your finances in order, it can also represent somebody that can help you. So someone who wants to hire you. It's very good to have a Pisces on the books because Pisceans can do things I think that other people can't, and it's not obvious to everyone. So some employers, for example, with a Pisces, will be like, why aren't you in your chair by 9 o'clock having clocked in? And the Pisces probably won't be able to answer that question. And yet they probably are a lot more productive than the person next to them who clocks in regularly and is always sat at the desk. Because Pisces moves in mysterious ways. As you know, leave me a comment about it. Say yes, drop a fish. Because our way of working is not the same as everybody else's. Now and again, there comes a person who recognizes this for the pure gold that it actually is. Pisces can metabolize a working environment. It can affect the energy of the people in it. Often when you have a Pisces in a working environment, more Pisceans come and join that working environment. Twice, which is about as many times as I've worked in an office environment, I have almost always ended up exclusively with Pisceans. You know how everyone does the birthday chart? And it was just like February, March, all, and very sort of late February as well, Pisceans. And it's worked brilliantly because everyone works hard when they work hard, but they can also daydream out of the window and bring in the right donuts, you know? Just saying. So somebody knows what you're about. But also Pisces, we've had Saturn in our sign for feels like for 100 years. Okay, Saturn in our sign is actually represented by the 8 of Cups in tarot. I'll be interested to see whether that comes up in this reading or the extended or the love or whatever. Saturn in Pisces just keeps us so on our toes, and we had it last year, and it has meant that we've had to be really sensible about where we're going, perhaps even making a budget. I know, rinse my mouth out. Making a budget, knowing where we're going, knowing what we're going to be doing as a sort of long-term plan, as far as a Pisces has a long-term plan, which could be 5 minutes, 5 months, whatever. This is also us taking responsibility for things that previously we probably weren't looking at. And it's kind of being recognized. So it's almost like it takes one to know one as well. Okay? Then, oh gosh. Then we have the Hanged Man, which is a Piscean card. Ruled by Neptune. The Hanged Man is a Neptunian card. And it's something that happens to Pisceans because the universe wants to look after you, Pisces. It takes pity on us in a way. In all our chaotic weirdness, magicalness and ness, the universe often says, you know, I'm going to throw Pisces a bone, but I'm going to make them wait for a bit. So when you get the Hanged Man energy, which you can probably feel, it means that you are kind of in suspense, but at the same time, you're learning good things while you're there. And also, the pieces of a jigsaw are kind of being put into motion. We're in divine timing. We're in destiny when it comes to your career, when it comes to your experience of the world. Let's take a couple more cards for it. So if you're finding you can't be asked to do New Year's resolutions, which most Pisceans don't worry about that. That's a good thing. Okay? Yeah, the universe is calling upon us, Piscean people, Piscean fish, to, I suppose, do the thing that Pisceans are so good at, which is change. Now, Pisces makes micro changes all the time. Everything changes, the 3D changes, we change, it's the way that we are, okay? But there's something here about the universe has been pushing us throughout 2024 to a bigger, more detectable change. And that change is also, Pisces, about knowing your worth. King of Pentacles knows your worth. They know your worth. Maybe at the moment they can see it better than you can feel it, but the universe is encouraging you to the externals, to the 3D, to get stuff in order, to get your house in order. Simple things for this, and I just hate to say this looking around my room. Decluttering, there you go. Decluttering. Pisceans, my God. Every Piscean's house, apart from maybe some of the late March ones, looks like a thrift shop. Doesn't it? Looks like a thrift shop where it got burgled. That's definitely what mine looks like. It's the kind of place you want to spend some time because there's so many interesting trinkets, weird things, stuff on shelves, rich surfaces just full of stuff. I'm looking at mine, I'm like, oh my God. But every now and again, Pisces gets the urge to get the bin bag out and go, right, I gotta go through my stuff, okay? January's a good time to do it. Go through your stuff. Go through your finances with somebody who's either a very experienced relative or, better still, an experienced financial advisor, okay? Choose carefully, obviously. Go through your stuff. You know where your weaknesses are, where your bodies are buried. Go through your stuff. Go through your finances. Go through your tax stuff. Go through your possessions physically. Declutter. Pisces loves giving stuff to Goodwill because the element of recycling is what the 12th sign of the zodiac does. You're recycling the other 11 signs constantly. So I would also say if you can sort stuff to give to Goodwill or to the charity shops, we say in the UK, this will also, in a way, this happens with Pisces. It's karmic, really. Pisces gives away stuff and then things come back in. You don't do it, you're not giving to get, but you're definitely in the right alignment of Piscean selflessness, okay? So get that stuff you don't want that's good down to the charity shop, get the crap into the recycling. This is what you need to do. You will find, and I'm going to be doing it too, and I can tell you, I don't even know what to tell you, but I can tell you I'm going to be doing it too, if that's enough. Cripes. Yeah, because also Pisces is very affected by feng shui, by physical energy. And these changes are going to free up some of the energy that you need to power forward in your career, in your life as it stands. Okay, just going to take one more card here. Ooh. Okay, first off we get the Death card. I wasn't doing that about that card. Scorpio. Okay, massive transformational change. It's on the cards, it's here to stay, it's happening whether we like it or not. Get on the horse and ride, okay? As Queen would say. It's time, Pisces. It's time for us. We don't like, most Pisceans don't like a deadline. Well, we do and we don't. Two fish. One fish loves a deadline, the other fish hates the deadline. And there's the struggle constantly between freedom and captivity with Pisces. Okay, this is my two fish mime. Let's see if I've got blobs on my jumper. No, that's good. Always good when there's like a feather or maybe like some kind of plaster sticking off me. This is a non-negotiable. This is change. This is the Death card. It's coming up. It's like, come on, let's be having you. Okay? With OMG, and this is probably a segue into your love reading, one of the most gorgeous Two of Cups. It's so Piscean. Venus in Cancer. Looks like they've got a nice glass of Ribena going on there between them as well. This is a good relationship. It can be a new relationship. It can be a partnership. It can be a business partnership. But it would have to be on something you really cared about and loved. Okay? It also segues into the love reading, because also I feel like you may be decluttering your love life in the same way as your other areas of life. I know. That's probably looking something like my shelves, because most Pisceans' love lives are like that. Piscean love life is fairly cluttery. It's kind of cluttered. There's not clean lines normally. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. My theory as well is that some March Pisceans have stronger boundaries than February Pisceans. But that's just from me, like, looking around. Love this card. Three of Pentacles. Are we on the same side? How do we work together? This is a perfect bridge from your career and life into your love life. Let me show you the cards here while we do that. Let's try and get them straight. They're kind of straight, aren't they? Okay. Three of Pentacles, we want to know who's on our side in the real terms of, are you with me? Are you pulling with me? Are we in this together? Okay. Just magicked myself into the corner. I know. The boy does it for me. I don't know how to use the technology on my own. Okay, look at this. Ten of Swords. Clear out. Utter clear out. When you have the Ten of Swords, for me, the Ten of Swords is like the minor arcana of the Death card. It's catharsis. It's clear out. It's coming. Let's do it. Shake the tree, okay? Shake the tree, Pisces. Some of us have been resisting this for some time, and by God, I don't blame us, because Pisces often knows when it's the right time to shake the tree. There are times when we're just not able to, and we need to stay in some nice, cozy denial, okay? But this isn't, we've had that, and now it's kind of all systems go. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Swords, okay? In your love life, boundaries, and it could be that in 2025, and I'm guessing, we haven't got to the end of it yet, obviously, but I'm guessing 2025 is the year of the Pisces having very sharp boundaries, which is very unusual, because Pisces is a very unlimited sign. You know, unconditional love, unlimited supply. It often... And again, chime in the comments. It often puts you in the path of people who are quite takey, quite selfish. To be honest, I don't know a Pisces alive who has not had a bad experience with a narcissist. Let me know in the comments. You're going to flood the comments on that one because I already know. Okay, good. Queen of Swords is saying when it comes to the love life, we are going to be sharp as a tack. We are going to be fairly, what's the word? It's not unconditional, it's like the opposite. This is too much Pisces in my chart. We're going to be non-negotiable. Not even negotiable, really. Maybe a little bit. We are Pisces. Consistency is an issue. But in general, non-negotiable. They're not going to know what's hit them, Pisces. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Nothing fast. No quick moves. Okay? Everything put to the test of solidity. Knight of Pentacles, Mr. Boring, would you like to see my Google Maps of the walk I just had, and then we could go and have a mild half a pint of lager and go and look at my stamp collection. That is the Knight of Pentacles, okay? But he's got a point in our reading at this juncture, okay? In our love life, slow and steady wins the race. Don't be bowled over by chemistry, somebody's words, promises, none of it, okay? It's reality or bust. I'm going to be wagging my finger, I can tell. I'm wagging my fin. Can you wag your fin? Okay, here we are, Page of Cups, offers coming in. As they will. Believe me, when you put your parts on, like the Queen of Swords, when you get down to it and your boundaries get as sharp as that enormous sword, makes you very attractive. What can I say? It was the missing piece all along. And I love it. Page of Cups can be an apology coming in. Yeah, I'm sure the exes will come flocking with apologies. Do you give them house room? That's up to you. You're the Queen of Swords now. Okay? Page of Cups is also people asking you out. It's also a micro movement in relationships. It's not the full-blown Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, but it's the beginning of something here. And I like that. We'll let that in. Yes. Two of Wands, a growing attraction. I love this. I particularly love this Two of Wands card. Don't you think this is just the most Piscean deck ever? I really, really do. Two of Wands. It's also what I call dynamic decision making. Whatever is going on in your love life at the moment, you are dynamically assessing it as if you were doing an audit of a company account. So sometimes, you know, when they send the auditors in and they don't just go through the books, but they circulate around the office, they chat to people at the water cooler. You know, they talk to people. What happened at Bev's birthday bash? He photocopied whose arse and why? That kind of stuff. It's dynamic deciding. In other words, body language. You're watching people's body language in your love life. You're watching their body language. You're sniffing it out. You're doing the Piscean thing. And you're not making abstract decisions. You're making concrete decisions, which is very different from probably the past 5 years. You are the dreaded auditor. You are the auditor of your own love life. Okay, Temperance comes in probably about time, because you could go to the other extreme here. Pisces can do that, especially if you're an empath, which I'd say 99.9% of you are. If you're an empath and you've been eating that pie, you know, the one that rhymes with itty, pie, you sometimes swing to the other end where you are absolutely impassable And that could be good. But Temperance is just saying, keep a balance. There's two fish. This is just me being Temperance, not me being a fish. But I could be a sort of manta ray. That's more of a manta ray. I just saw one this morning actually on the telly. I found it very exciting. But anyway, Temperance is here because you need to soften the edges eventually, but not in the beginning. Treat everybody with the sword of truth. Treat everybody against, and I would go so far as to say, get a piece of paper out and write your manifesto of relationship and love. Not connected to any particular person. Top 5 things that are non-negotiable in 2025. If you want to be with me. Strength, of course. Divine, feminine. Ha. This is you tickling the lion. We don't normally get such strong and decisive readings for Pisces. Okay, but this one is. In the extended reading, I am going to look at the other person in the equation. I'm going to look at the shadow side. I'm going to look at what you need to improve, as in what you need to get hold of and kind of rinse out to make things better. And also, how do they feel about the situation? Where is this person? This person is not in this reading. Where is this person? What's going on with this person? What's behind the veil? Okay? If you want that and this resonates, it's the first link in the description box. Leave me a comment about any of the things that have come up in this reading. I love to read comments from Pisces. Pisces to Pisces. Drop me a comment in the comments section. And I'll see you on the other side. Namaste, fish and mermaids.